Why did international football have to come back? Why did it have to come back? I was enjoying my time, that 2-week period. Wonderful, beautiful. And then a certain club called Manchester United have to go ruin it. Yo, people, episode 67 of Midnight Vibes is here. We have done international break. That is now gone. You know what I mean? It's coming back in like 4 weeks, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're here. We have a good time and we're chilling. I'm joined by Riots Souls. You know what I'm saying? What's up, dude?
I'm all good, man. How you doing? We don't play till tomorrow. We've got the pressure on us. I've got a bad feeling. Every time the pressure's on, we can take advantage. We never do.
I swear, if you man are 1 point behind,
that'd be so funny. Especially with all those. I'm not one of them. But the ones who are saying top four, it'll be so funny. They're gonna be on it.
Oh man, 8 games in and you got the Arsenal fans bantering us. I hate it, man. I hate it. But it's part of the game. It's part of the game. I'm here. People, I'm here. Say what you have to say. Right. Now, listen, people. She is here. She is here. She is back. But I'm giving her due credit and her flipping plaudits because she's been through one rough time. So first of all, shout out to Kendall's granddad, an amazing man from what I heard. And I hope he's doing well up there. I'm pretty sure he's smiling down on Newcastle right now. Maybe not with the result, but with where they're at without Ashley right now. I'm pretty sure he's smiling up there. But she's returned, she is back, and we just want to give her some love, show her the love that she deserves right now during this time. And again, probably the greatest period that she'll ever see as a Newcastle fan is coming right up, and I'm glad she gets to experience it. Our vice captain is back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, Kendall, hello.
Hello, everyone. I was laughing in the comments because everyone was like, where's Kendall? And I was like, I'm here. No one has seen it yet. But yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, bit of a wild time, bit of a crap time. But yeah, glad to be back. Missed it. But yeah, we're the richest club in the world, everyone. So
they legit every week was like, where's Kendall? Where's Kendall? Where's Kendall? Like, I was just like, I don't see you in the comments, just like, I'm over here. I'm back soon.
So nice. Oh, it's so nice to actually be wanted by, some people. But yeah, no, nice to be back. That's all I can say, really. And again, we are the richest club in the world. So thank you, everyone, for that.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh, do you know what? Do you know what was wicked? That mug was wicked.
Oh, how good is that? I honestly thought it was like Newcastle fans who had done it, but it wasn't. It was Paddy Power. Yeah, I know. I was gutted as well. I was like, oh, we're the greatest fan base in the world for doing that. But no, it was Paddy Power.
I can't believe they said goodbye, you mug.
I know. That was brilliant.
Oh, wait, no, that's brilliant, bro.
Yeah, that is brilliant. Honestly, that marketing is just next level.
It can't be a sponsor saying that because that's just wild.
Yeah,
apparently he used to like have something to do with them. Like he used to like own them or something like that. So
listen, they must hate him too, bro. Like it's not hard, bro. These are pagans, fam. Galactus Pro says no KJ today, David. No. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm flipping tired, people. I've had a long week. No David today, KJ. No, I don't know where my man went silent, man. He's been ghost. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't know. He's seen Gal, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no idea, but he ain't here. He's on Terry's show though. The show that he's not supposed to be on, but the show that he's supposed to be here. They know what to proceed. And also Tanya, she's celebrating her birthday, so. We can accept that. Shout out there in Thorpe Park. Who's at Thorpe Park at like on a Sunday, at 8:00 and stuff? Like I have no idea what she's doing.
The real question is rides or no ride, because I hate them. So
yeah, we'll ask that in a moment. But first of all, we've got to go to our guests. You know what I mean? Flipping out, people. I've missed having guests on. I love guests on this show because you never know what you're gonna get. Right. First of all, we want to introduce like a giant of a man. Like he's legit a giant of a man. Not only is he a tall brother and he's big, he's also got a big heart. I'm telling you, he's one of the most genuine people that I've met in the YouTube scene. I just love the fact that I get to make content with him. We met at a barbecue, you know what I'm saying? A barbecue, and we just there chilling. And I remember we used to discuss Jose on the TL, bro, and he was just like, I was like, yo, bro, it ain't gonna end well. And he was like, nah, man, I've got to believe, and it ended what it is. But he is here, the big, friendly, and funny giant, bruv. You know what I'm saying? He's just pure good vibes. He's a Spurs fan. It's man like Patrick. Patrick up in here, bruv.
Yeah, that intro was nice, man. I was more smiling and all that, feeling fuzzy inside and stuff. So thank you very much. But here's my intro. What's happening, people? It's your boy Patrick Tyrone, aka Young Swaggy Daniels. When you see the T, you see the P. You see the P, and that represents T. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, come on now.
I could wipe that smile off your face right now.
Nah, man,
I can't even lie. That's the first time someone's come and done their own intro. So,
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. If you people want my intro on top of your intro, do it, bro. Do it. I've never said you couldn't. It's not a rule, bro. Or a trailblazer, trendsetter. Right. Finally. One more to introduce, you know what I'm saying? The last person, you know what, yeah? Whenever if you've ever been a football manager or been part of a team, and there's always that one player who is always ready, he's always willing, and he's ready to put his shirt and heart on the line for the club, it is this man. This man has been willing and ready, and he's been patient to get his call up, and he is being rewarded. He's been rewarded. And I'm glad to have him on because he is also someone with a genuine heart, great person, and legit. It's just vibes, bro, because he out here supporting a team in League One. So he got nothing else to do but vibe out with everyone else in the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, he's a football terrorist favorite as well, a fan favorite. He looks like Dan James. We call him Donny James. It's man like Aaron, a.k.a. Donny James, bro.
Mate, I couldn't stop smiling even before that intro. I'm really honoured to be on today. Yeah, really great to officially make my panel debut. Obviously, you know, I first made appearance on the Terrace back in January, and it's just whizzed by January 2020 onwards. It's just whizzed by. So great to be on, bringing that League One vibes today.
Come on now, Kendall's boyfriend. Yes, you guys did have a pre-season date, and it clearly went well because you guys are on the same show at the same time. Coincidence? Coincidence? I don't think so. But yeah, we got more Aaron and Kendall comments here.
Guys.
We got Donny James finally made it. Yes, he's finally here, man. Finally here. He's been willing. He's been patient. David is sacked. No, David is not sacked. He might be in a couple of weeks, depending how he likes to react to Chelsea winning the league. But he's not sacked for now. That's what we got. Man, like, yo, Georgie, have mercy on me today, please. He says Donny for Kendall there as well.
Me and Kendall are just really good mates, and meeting on pre-season it was great meeting up with Kendall and like speaking about the game, etc. We're just really good mates. So yeah.
Look at Aaron Friendzoners live on TV.
Wait, so first Prime, and now Aaron. What is up with these man? What is up with these man? They don't understand. Don't understand. But remember, you know what we have to do? We have to do bars for Kendall part 2, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, I'm in the gulag right now because Aaron's just friend zone. Just Prime's already done it. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is even the point in this life anymore?
All right, man. Yo, guys, smash the like button for not only Aaron and Patrick making their debuts, but also the return of our vice captain. We've been missing her these last few weeks. So yes, we got a super chat already.
Please excuse me, by the way. I'm putting my dressing gown on because it's absolutely freezing in this house today. Just in case anyone's wondering that I look like some like Gandalf or something.
But yes, we got a super chat here from our guy Sippy. Said KJ, Ole should have been sacked 2 weeks ago. We should have had another manager during the international break. Welcome back, Vice Captain K. Wolves won. Oh yeah, Bon Wolves, man. All right, listen, you all know about my Brummy boys, how I got a soft spot for them. How they do that to themselves, I do not know. But yes, guys, smash the like button for us. You know what it is. Midnight Vibes, episode 67. We're here to vibe out. Before we get into the football, we'd like to mention one thing that isn't necessarily football related, just to break the ice. You know what I'm saying? To break it up. And we're supposed to talk about Riots Souls. Why don't you like them?
They're a death trap, fam. I hate them. No, I ain't doing it. Do you think I'm gonna go on a ride where my legs potentially are gone, fam? Nah, I'm good. Keep me grounded, fam. I'm good.
But remember who you're saying this to, because you're talking to a man below me who is a roller coaster critique. He does this. He breathes
it.
You do you. Yeah, you do you. I'm just saying I value my life a bit more than having a bit of fun on a flipping coaster, fam. I'm all good.
At 2,600 subscribers, can't be wrong.
Wait, what? Wait. Pause. How many subscribers do you have on your roller coaster channel?
It's 2.6k and nearly 1 million views, yeah.
Wow. So what, you just go around the country reviewing roller coasters?
Pretty much, yeah. And Halloween events and different attractions, etc. Like the dungeon.
I won't like them, but I just won't go on the ride. I'll go for the event.
I get invited to things. I went to a press night last week in York.
A press night? What? What's that?
Like a media opening night thing for a Halloween event in York. And I've got an interview with the Denmark theme park at some point at the end of the month as well.
A Denmark theme park. You know what, yeah? I need to get on this roller coaster thing because clearly this is a bit mad. Hey.
Maybe I'll get over my phobia now, innit?
Yeah.
If they're inviting me to the event, I'm more good then, innit?
Oh yeah, we've got some comments here for you. We've got Aaron and Kendall equals Karen. That is probably like
that's creative. That's creative.
That is creative, but that's the one couple name you do not want.
You don't want it.
You don't want that as your
couple name.
You
don't want to be a Karen. Oh, I've just realised that.
No, yeah, you don't want to be a Karen at all. So then Donny James flexing his subs for Kendall.
It's crazy. We have just realised that he's friend-zoned me in front of everyone. So, you know, he's not doing this. He's flexing for other people right now. So,
90%
you know.
of the comment section's going to be just dating things between me and Kendall.
Potentially. Depends how well you do, mate. Depends how well you do. You got Sippy giving you congratulations over the
thank you very much.
The thing. Over your 2.6
probably if I get to 4,000 subs, there's a company that might make a little action figure version of me, which is quite cool. Got an Instagram message from a month ago.
Wait,
like, if you can get to 4,000 subs, you can make one of those little bobblehead action figures. And I'm like, I want to try and get to 2,000 subscribers. Yeah.
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Not lying.
Oh, my head is already big as it is. So you don't actually need to upscale it. You just have to do it to scale. And you've already got a bobblehead. But yeah, we got hey man, Kendall, I love you for real with a 4.
I love you too, Todd Cantwell. Thank you.
Yo, it's all good. It's all good. Right. Can't believe you're getting action figure and talking to Danish roller coaster people. Mad. Let's get into football, yeah? Let's get into football. Now, there's only one place to start. A certain team in Manchester just love to ruin my weeks, my weekends, my time, my life. They just love to ruin everything, bro. Ruin everything. Right. Man United go on the longest unbeaten run, away unbeaten run in the history of English football. Great. Well done. And the way that they lose it, not by a hard-fought 1-0 win or defeat, not with a hard-fought battle, but just gifting Leicester City a free win when they had also not won a game in 7 matches. Leicester City 4, Manchester United 2, and Ole out is just absolutely everywhere. So everywhere that potentially some of the Manchester United players may be Ole out. Paul Pogba came out and had some interesting things to say about the game, mentioning that we trying to find the solution, haven't found the solution. We need a change. The mentality isn't right. We deserve to lose. He didn't say Ole was the issue in that. He didn't say Ole's tactics failed us. But if you read between the lines, you could say maybe he is trying to shine some light on the manager. All rival fans here. Patrick, I'll go to you first.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you think Pogba and some other players of the Manchester United squad are slowly downing tools for Ole Solskjaer?
Yeah, like when you look at it, I mean, with the players you got at your disposal, you should be doing much better than what you're doing. I mean, you've got a superstar squad, and I know results. Teams aren't or matches aren't won on paper, but when you look at your squad, Jesus Christ, you've got players in abundance in most positions, and you've also got good young talent coming through like Greenwood and some other young ballers in the ranks. So, you got Ronaldo. Jadon Sancho, even though he's not hit the ground running, we know how talented he is, and then you've also got abundance of other players that you spent so much money on good players over the years, and the performances you're putting in, there's no cohesion. It's just a team full of individuals. Like against Villarreal, they played you off the pitch. You're just lucky you had Ronaldo and he came up with a last minute winner. But that's not going to happen week in and week out. And obviously you saw what happened against Leicester. They just played you off the pitch, and it's weird because Leicester haven't been playing well, but you made them look good in that game. So it's like maybe this is the corner that Leicester needed to turn for them to put the performances in. But going back to your question, Ronaldo, you can already see he's pissed with Ole because he got dropped the other day, and he basically came out and said, "Don't drop me again." And now Pogba, who's just fresh off winning the Nations League with France, and we saw how good he looked in those games, comes into the United team and looks meaty again, and essentially basically says, it's down to the tactics and it's down to the way we're setting up. And that's why you're not seeing the best of us. And we needed to do this. We needed to do that. So basically he's putting the onus on the manager. So you can see already that a lot of these guys don't believe in Ole. And I think he's probably the next to go after
There's that talk about Paul Pogba though. There is something I've forgotten, and
fingers crossed.
Anyway, there is something I forgot to do, and I'm not gonna go for Kendall today because that's not her job. But she's just come back, you know what I mean? So it's all good.
Sorry, yes, I'm not on the what's the word? I'm not up to speed at the moment. Sorry, guys.
She's lacking a bit of match sharpness, like Harry Maguire.
As soon as you said that, I'm like, I know what you're gonna say now.
Listen, like all the Harrys, Harry Maguire, Harry Kane, they're all
we're starting
Harry's a very unlucky name right now.
Very, very unlucky. But yes, debut question, show question. Thank you to Mr. Ultra 3-star swordsman Bunda Hunter.
Velvishwan.
What a name.
Wait, I love that. Man said Bunda Hunter, you know.
You must be spending too much time with Prime because, that is...
He comments so much. Man, my guy.
But yes, man, the show question. Patrick, this discussion of who would you rather take out of these two midfielders who play in the Manchester City and United teams? Paul Pogba or Kevin De Bruyne?
Kevin De Bruyne all day long. All day long. The guy can score for fun. Well, not for fun, but he can assist for fun. Can finish with either foot. He's just so classy with it. And I just think with De Bruyne in your team, he makes everyone look better. Don't get me wrong, I love Paul Pogba. I love what he does. But if I had to pick one, it's De Bruyne all day long, man. All day long.
All right. Kevin De Bruyne. And then Aaron, who would you rather take?
Is that even a question? I think it's just an annihilation of Paul Pogba at this point. I think it's Kevin De Bruyne all day. I think the guy's he's just so talented. Paul Pogba's just not even though he's competing well with France, I just don't think in club competitions he's really getting it right now. Kevin De Bruyne, game in, game out for country and club, is just on another level. He's putting Paul Pogba into a spliff, mate. It's just unbelievable how good Kevin De Bruyne is compared to Paul Pogba. It's just no question.
You know what's peak, yeah? It started off so well. It started off really tight. Kevin De Bruyne is six up right now. He's currently 12-6 to Kevin De Bruyne. I might make a rule where if it gets to a certain distance in terms of number between the two, I'll just end it because
10.
there's no
I'd
point
say
running
10.
this.
After 10, if the gap becomes 10, end it.
Yeah.
You guys are cool. If the gap becomes 10, is that
Yeah, I think
is that fair? All right, cool. So Paul Pogba, listen, Pogba fans, I need to get you on the show because you need to contact me, tell me get on the show and vote for him because
Yo, guys,
he's
start
getting
thinking about a
bodied.
new question. Start getting a new question because you know Pogba ain't gonna win anymore.
Yeah, literally. Unless he makes unless I get like the biggest Pogba fanboys on this show, yeah, it's looking bleak.
That's what was happening. I was like, wait a minute, why is there so many Pogbas? I don't get it. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, KDB.
Oh, you know what it is, man? This was a period. There was a period where he was getting like 3 assists in a game and stuff. So the gas was there. We got some super chats before we continue on with the Man United talk. Man, our guy Jesse, he says, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Let's see how long the club protects Ole when we drop 3 to Liverpool at OT next week. Ole out up the panel. Yo, Jesse, Ole out. He's been Ole out for a little while now, but he's just reiterating the fact that it's time to go. Hold tight, Claude. May he rest in peace. Also, the name! You thought you could get me with the name. Not today.
I'm so glad you noticed it. I didn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. I was like, yeah.
Not today. Wait, the only person that can do that to me is Jenna, fam, and I haven't seen her in time. So, but yes, because everyone has been talking about Salah recently, but no one. But one thing never mentioned is how professional he is with the contract situation. Coutinho was faking injury. Ozil on 300k didn't play for months. Yeah, we'll talk about Mo Salah and Liverpool after this game. And we got another super chat here. Said spliff how Paul Bill Pogba just won the Europa Nations League. He just needs another manager. Allow it, fam. Sippy back in. Paul Pogba there. Might have to get Sippy and the man them on to try and boost these numbers. Kind of like rigging. You know when there's the elections happen and a certain party wins, and it I'll be doing that. Be rigging the thing, fam. It's funny how they make us use pencil to fill out the cards. Just saying.
Always take a pen, guys. Always take a pen.
Saying.
Yeah.
They say recommend pencil. All right, our guy Daniel, bro. He goes, love to Queen Kendall and my fellow bummy Elite KJ. Oh, hey, Daniel, I hope you're good, man. I hope you're good. I've seen you around doing your thing, man. Well, we'd love to see it. But yeah, Man United, back to it. Listen. Literally, there's no words. There's literally no words that I can say. Like, I was smiling because Jesse's right. If you don't, you just end up crying. Should the players now start to actually go above board and be like, hey, listen, Woodward, you're pagan, but listen to me. This guy has got to go. Like, should Ronaldo lead a revolt against Ole?
The minute they won't really need to, because the minute you start losing the dressing room and you've got people like Paul Pogba, like Cristiano Ronaldo on your team, it's really never going to end well anyway. There's players in the past who've kind of stuck up for Ole. The owners have always categorically said that his job's safe for, his contract's till 2024, is it? So they've always said that his job's safe. So if there's a point where players are saying that, then it's already ending pretty badly anyway. So I don't think he'll really get to that point. He's still all right at the moment, at this current time. Let's look at this realistically. But for me, as I said, I was very like Ole supportive last year. I was like, oh, I think he's been harsh on him. Like he did all right, in a tough season, still came second. But when I watch him in games, like he just does, his in-game management to me is quite poor. Like his substitutions on more than one occasion are like extremely limited. Like they limit the game. I don't think he has a plan B if plan A doesn't work, and that's a big problem when you have the squad depth that Manchester United have. So yeah, I think it's going to get to a point where he is under pressure. I mean, he's under pressure now. And
Fabrizio Romano came out today and said that, reiterating what David Ornstein has said, and other people have said that Ollie's job is safe. The board ain't looking to sack him. But one of the lines that got me was like, but there could be a change in a few months. And I was like, months?
That's what like the new owner said about Steve Bruce. They were like, they gave this big statement saying like, oh, he's been super professional like in his dealings, but like when something changes, Steve will be the first, like almost like saying you're a caretaker manager to get someone.
Listen. I would respect that more than what our flipping pagan owners are doing. Flipping out.
Can I be real though?
You go on.
I know Ole's to blame. I'm not saying you don't get him out. But I think there's bigger problems than Ole. I don't see a team at United. I see a bunch of individuals. I don't see a plan. I don't see a structure there. I don't, because for me, I've said I don't get the Ronaldo signing. I didn't get the Sancho signing. I don't understand the Van der Beek signing, and that's your problem. If you couldn't, and for me, it's like, look, I wouldn't even emphasize the manager being the issue because I just don't see a team. That's why, that's why I've never blamed Arteta. Now I can't. Now I will blame Arteta if he doesn't pull it out of the bag, because has he got the structure there? Has he got the team and the players to really proficiently build his system? Yes. I don't believe Ole has. Ole's just been, you're getting Ronaldo, and I'm like, I don't think he wanted. I don't mean it like he wouldn't take him, but he didn't need him. You needed a DM, but you didn't get him.
Yeah, well, the thing about the whole DM thing is that we were told like they were not actually going to sign another player until we sold players, and then we didn't get a DM. But then when Ronaldo came available, it was one of those things that they said, "Screw it, we're gonna go get him."
That's
so even if we didn't,
even
if we didn't sign Ronaldo, we wasn't getting a DM. Like anyway, like that was it. It was finished.
That's your issue. That's why I say like it's not really like as much as Ole's at fault tactically, and yes, the board can't really set the team out. But I don't think I don't really think that the team is there.
Our board have got no football brains on it. They gave Fergie an honorary position, but you can't do crap with it. You know what I mean? Like you actually can't do anything. You can't make changes. You can't do anything. It's just there to be ceremonial.
But Ole shot himself in the foot now anyway, because he said them stupid comments about Marcus Rashford the other day. So
he killed him.
I don't know about. So I saw them, but then apparently there was more context within what that was saying. So I'm not going to sit here and blast him for it because I don't really listen to press conferences anyway. But the Souls, you are right. We have got a massive issue with the structure of the board and how we recruit. Ronaldo wasn't needed.
Because that's the thing, like if you brought a Conte in but then didn't give him his players, then what's going to happen? It's the same cycle again.
Sancho, Sancho's a signing that I'm not confused by because we've been tracking him for how many years?
But I think you missed
Sancho was too late. Sancho was too late. If you bought him, a season before, we might be seeing a different Sancho right now. There's so many different styles of profile of player now in this squad that a manager like Ole can't make that work, and that's the issue. But yeah, it's looking peak for Man United, and Ole definitely has to go, but the owners have to sack him. But there was more than one team playing, and the other team was Leicester. Leicester, we made them look good, but they had to start to do Tielemans, wonderful finish, wonderful goal. If he meant it or not, hey, I don't know. But we got a comment here. I'm going to ask this to Aaron. Whose career would you take, Jamie Vardy or Harry Kane? Brutally honest, Jamie Vardy. I think having that experience of going through the ranks of non-league and the lower leagues, etc., and then going to the level of winning a Premier League, whereas Harry Kane went through the youth system and has not won a trophy since, I would rather take Jamie Vardy's career because he's been there and done that at nearly every level in the English game, from non-league up to top division. Harry Kane's just been loaned out. He's been through the football leagues, etc. But he was loaned out to Leyton Orient around a time when that Becchetti ownership was just dragging the club down year upon year. So I think that Harry Kane sort of went through the youth system and not really still won anything. He was sort of progressing. He was a great player at the club, don't get me wrong. But he's not like Jamie Vardy, who's actually won something and won trophies and been there at every single level. So I'd rather take Jamie Vardy's career.
Yeah, and remember, Jamie Vardy and Harry Kane were teammates at one point at Leicester. Like they were together as well. So yeah. Yo, Patrick.
Yes.
Harry Kane or Jamie Vardy's career?
Come on, you can't ask me that. I'm going to be biased, obviously. And say I'm going to say, what is it? Aaron made some good points, but to be fair, the reason why I love Harry Kane is because he wasn't the golden child. He was never considered like Tottenham's best young talent. He had to work his arse off. Like you said, he went on loan to many different teams. We never thought he was going to make it through to the senior ranks, but he worked his arse off. He obviously honed his ability, became the player he is, and now he's obviously arguably one of the best players in the world. But that isn't just it was through desire and dedication. And yes, we haven't seen the best of Kane this year, but we all know how good he is. Unfortunately, he hasn't won anything. We all know that, but he's England's captain, one of the Premier League's all-time best goal scorers in terms of his ratio and what he's done. And we saw how good he was last year in terms of the ultimate striker, goals and assists. So yeah, I know, to be fair, it's a great question, and Jamie Vardy is a fantastic player, but I would take Kane just for how he's elevated
Kane's career for Patrick
onto the world's
and to be fair, Kane's career isn't finished yet either. Like Vardy's, you can say in the next season or two, he's got to retire at some point. He can't live off Skittles and energy drink for that much longer, surely. But yeah, Kendall, Harry Kane's career or Vardy's career?
The thing is with Harry, like, if he doesn't win anything in the next few years, like, it would depend on where it's at. Like, Jamie Vardy's got more of a legacy in the Premier League, if you will, in that sense. So right now, Jamie Vardy's, but that's not to say Harry Kane won't do something in the next few years. I mean, if he gets a transfer next summer, or, you know, even if Tottenham end up doing really well this year, then he just needs a better legacy than what he has right now, because in terms of the way that modern football fans look at legacies is trophy based. So obviously that's why just Jamie Vardy will be up there for me. But yeah, that's not to say Harry Kane won't do anything in the next few years, I don't think.
Harry Kane right now is like Alan Shearer was, where it was like the club hero at one particular club. For Harry Kane to be successful...
Actually, wait. Actually, let me stop you there. No, he's not like Alan Shearer.
No, but I get what you're saying in terms of...
I get what you're saying, but...
win anything.
But Shearer's got a Premier League.
Yeah.
Let's not forget this.
Yeah, Shearer's more successful than Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I 100% get what Aaron is saying. I just wanted to add the fact that Shearer's got a Premier League.
Shearer's won more than Harry Kane, but you see where I'm going with that. And I think the way that Harry Kane earns just as much as Shearer or becomes as big as Shearer is, if, like Kendall said, either Tottenham wins something or he leaves that dump and goes somewhere else.
Calm down.
Aaron Corners
Tottenham, and I love it.
Listen, and Souls, you're taking Jamie Vardy in it. There's no question.
Yeah, chat shit, get banged, boy. Of course I'm taking Jamie Vardy, bro. Man, Vardy's having a party, so am I. Think about I'm not even trying to take the piss here, but if Kane can't win it with Spurs, I don't want his legacy, because if he has to go to a bigger club that's already winning the Premier League anyway, is that really a legacy? He done it with don't forget Leicester were getting relegated, just scraped it, and man gone won the Premier League, and then goes, nah, that ain't enough. Let me go win an FA Cup as well, just for the bants. Come on, and then he's got a snake of a wife. Oh, mate, man's living. Man is living, fam.
Honestly. We need to see that Jamie Vardy biopic, bruv. We need to see it. I need to see Jamie Vardy's biopic.
Did you see when they won the Premier League, the party he had? Oh, my days. I rate this guy. This guy is an old school footballer.
Like, you know, literally, he is a legend. I don't care what anyone says. He's a
Man had
legend
the
of the
George
Premier League.
Best lifestyle, drinking, partying, just chilling me.
All right, listen, man's got Skittles, energy drink, flipping,
Snuff.
what you call it, a
What
snitch
a
of a
Kyle!
wife.
What a Kyle! Honestly,
Like, just what a man, absolute wonderful man. Who would even play Jamie Vardy in a biopic? Like,
Has to be Lee Chappie. Lee Chappie's got to do it.
All right, DreamWorks, flipping Paramount or flipping Universal.
Studios.
Someone get Lee Chappie to play flipping Jamie Vardy. We need to see it. But yeah, Leicester, they might bounce back now and get into some real
I know a
form
few
and
people in the film
fight.
industry. I'll give them a message.
Jamie
Aaron,
Vardy,
stop
all or
flexing,
nothing.
bro.
Oh,
Oi, what would you? Hey, listen, what would you call that before we move on?
What we
What
call
we-
cash it, get banged. Why not just have it as his tagline?
Oi.
You've got to just call it. It's ... Jamie Vardy. That's it.
I was going to say.
What's Bobby?
Wait,
Realistically, they'll go for something like Vardy, but I think something like it's ... Jamie Vardy would be brilliant.
It's Jamie Vardy.
That would be flipping great. I need to see. Yeah, this guy said it here. Vardy party.
But
yeah,
wouldn't Lee need to be in it because his success story and like they align with each other? Because
There'll be some kind of like mirroring each other
Yeah.
kind of scene, like the real.
That'd be
person
so
with the
sick.
actor.
Lee
That'd
could
be
play
awesome.
Jamie Vardy, and Jamie Vardy could play Lee for a little bit. Of like cameo.
Yes, 100%.
And that could be like Jamie Vardy's cameo in his own film.
Everyone put in the comment section #Kendall for director.
Amen. You know what I'm saying?
No, guys.
Prime says Jamie Vardy having a party. That is sick. I actually like that. That is sick.
we can even put the it's ... Jamie Vardy's having a party. You know, we can implement all of it.
Welcome to the Varty. That's actually not bad.
I'm sorry, I was really going to try and attempt to do a Pop Smoke voice there, and then I'd just really reevaluate my whole existence.
Do you know what? Whoever needs ideas, come here, bro. Imagine a Pop Smoke intro. Yeah.
Wait, all right, cool. Let's move on to the next game. Guys, smash the like button for us if you think Ollie's going to get sacked this year. Not even this season, this year. By the end of the year, do you think Ollie's going to be out of a job? And
If
also,
Solskjaer gets sacked before Wellings, I'm actually going to laugh.
No. If Wellings gets sacked before Solskjaer, I'm going to cry.
Is Prime being serious or not? I can never tell if Prime's being serious or not.
No, the Prime is literally. Prime,
he knows nothing. Honestly,
Yeah,
he
Prime-
asked him like, "Who's that?"
We've already established that Prime is not from Earth. So yes, this is a serious.
Planet
serious,
Prime.
question. But yes, guys, smash the like button for us. Next game. Before you get to the next game, remember to subscribe to the Football Terrace, my people. You know what it is. Subscribe to the Football Terrace and share this out to all the Shartlands not catching the vibe right now, fam. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's go. Right, next game. All right, cool. Listen, we all, besides their own fans, most people, including myself, doubted Liverpool. We did. We thought potential injuries might play a part. Mane, the hair transplant making him lose his powers, you know what I'm saying? Like, flipping, what you call it, the midfield, is it really scoring goals? Is it functional? Blah, blah, blah. However, they've started the season very, very well. Undefeated, slapping the teams they need to slap, and getting at least a point from the teams that are difficult. Liverpool, Watford 0, Liverpool 5. Mo Salah, an absolute ridiculous form right now. Sadio Mane has gotten used to the transplant. That's what he's getting used to the new hair, bro. The powers are returning because he's slowly going about his business. And for me, no goals turn into, for me, some goals. Real quickly. And he bagged himself a hat-trick. That's how you know the world might end. Listen, Liverpool, the question I've got, at the start of the season, we doubted. From what we've seen so far this season, I know it's only 8 games, but you can only go off the evidence that you've been given. Do you think Liverpool are now serious not just title contenders, but title winners potentially of the Premier League this year?
Who are you going to first? Can we all just jump in, or?
Yeah, jump in on this one.
Yes, if they keep everyone fit, but obviously if they get injuries to some of their key players, the second string are nowhere near as good. That's their problem. But if they keep everyone fit like they did 2 years ago, without a doubt they can go all the way. Because when they're firing, like Salah obviously is on bits at the moment, he's just ridiculous. Mane's looking good again. Firmino's chipping in. Their midfield, even though on paper you wouldn't look at that and be overwhelmed. They're combative. They do a job. You got the wing backs that come through and provide the creativity. Trent Alexander-Arnold is just doing incredible stuff as well at the moment. He's just basically spraying balls everywhere. Defensively, they're looking strong again. Van Dijk looks solid. Matip is looking really good. So to be fair, as a team, we talk about individuals and team units. They have both. They've got the individuals and they've got the team unit and the chemistry. So yeah, if they keep everyone fit, 100%. But it's a long season, and I don't know if that can happen.
Ooh, so the injury concern is still there. Souls, what are you saying?
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. I mean, they're serious, man. I mean, Salah's just come out like a madman. He's possessed right now. It's like Messi just gave him all his powers and goes, you know what, man, you take over now. I swear down that Watford goal. I will say one thing. I'm a massive Messi fanboy. When Messi scored that goal, it'll be all over.
Wait. Question is,
spat on all the time.
Question is, he probably will win goal of the season for one of those two goals.
Yeah,
the Man City one or the Watford. Which one you guys taking?
Watford.
I think the Watford one was more technical. Like, if you think about it, there's 4 players he took off, and then just. I think that's more technically like gifted as a goal, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if Messi scored
didn't he fake shot them, like kind of roll the ball forward as well? Like,
mate, it was phenomenal. That was amazing. Phenomenal.
If you look at the position where he had to get out of for that Watford goal. Score.
There was like 4 players in a U, like literally. There was If you look at it bird eye view, you're like nailing getting past that, and then
that XG must be like 0.2 or something, because he shouldn't have scored about it. I know what you know. What's annoying? Yeah, it's kind of like I can't dislike him. He plays for Liverpool, but I can't dislike this guy, fam. He's so sick.
I'm glad I captained him this week. I'm so glad I did that, man. So glad.
I forgot.
Listen, Salah. I'm saying this now. Mo Salah is the greatest FPL player we've ever seen. Ever. Ever. I don't care. Anyone says.
When I watched the goal back, it was like I saw the situation it was in, and then to put a defender on his arse and slipped and give it to Demba Ba, it's technically incredible to just see him going past the 4 Watford players like that, and then putting a defender on his arse and then killing it into the back corner. It was just technically it was all over the shop, crazy amazing. So from that point of like. This is a weird one. I'm going to go from a different view on Liverpool on this point. I think I'm not going to use the Watford game as the game that makes them serious contenders, because Watford have got a new manager. They're not the greatest squad in the league. You know, they're easily beatable on any given day. So I'm not going to use the Watford game as a game that's easily beatable for them. But I still think there's underlying problems with Liverpool. And it comes off the field. And I feel like stuff from there is going to affect it on the field. And I feel like, again, the injury crisis, you can't ever ignore that. I'm not degrading Liverpool at all, because I think they've been fantastic. There's a real chemistry there. Klopp's building a great side. The technical ability is phenomenal. The players are playing for the manager, all great. But there's still that concern of the injury crisis, and also FSG are absolutely dog crap. So there is always those factors to take in hand. I'm not going to use the Watford game as a game where Liverpool are serious contenders. I think that's a great result. Move on. I use, let's say, a team that they lost to last season at home or away, or both of them. I use a team like that. If they beat a team comfortably like that, or one of the big teams, 5-0, I'd say, wow, they've really got something about them this year. But because it's Watford, a team that's fighting for their life at the moment towards the bottom end of the league and have just got a new manager, which, by the way, don't agree with. Again, sacking a manager way too early because I thought he was brilliant last season in the Championship, Xisco Munoz. I think that Watford were just an easy step over, in my opinion. That's no disrespect to Watford, but it's just the situation that we're in. So I think that Liverpool, I will see Liverpool as serious contenders this season when I see them against a team that they comfortably believe that on paper they shouldn't do. That's just my stand on it.
Fair enough. We got why are we the only team if we get major injuries? That's a fair question. I think
reason being is because your squad is the
You're not-
thinnest. You're
You're not
the
the only
thinnest
team.
squad.
It's just you used it as the excuse last year. That's why.
No, but they're just the thinnest squad.
All right, listen. All right, Kendall's spitting. But now, and also, like, when you look at the title contenders, because there's only three, that Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool. Out of those three,
thinnest. Yeah.
you've got the thinnest overall squad. Your 11 is amazing. Like,
because the thing is, if Salah gets injured, who's at that kind of level? Who's going to drag your team out of the mud? And there's not really anyone.
Abdi says, "KJ, why didn't you talk about Greenwood's goal? Because
that goal
was sick.
Yeah,
it was sick, but
crazy.
at the end of the day, it's irrelevant now.
Yeah,
because we lost. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. And I love Mason. I do, and I want to prop him every day.
I've always had a weird stance on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but I'm kind of afraid to say it in case the comment section goes crazy.
Wait. That Mane assist was mad. Oh, yes.
it was.
Well.
It was.
Oh, yeah,
Outside of the boot, that was mental. Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Also, that form, the form they're in as well, is reminiscent to the form that they were in when they won the league in 1920.
Can I just say Van Dijk come back like he had no ACL?
Yeah, I'm going 100%.
It's just I want to move on now because I'm getting upset. Man, Liverpool are just moving like they were 2 seasons ago. So like, you're just gotta give them their respect.
I still think City wins it.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close between them.
I'm going Chelsea.
Them and Chelsea are in there as well because they might not be as flashy as Man City and Liverpool, but they're getting their results. All right. Right now, anyone can be challenging right now, bro. It's the start of the season. But yeah, guys, smash the like button. Smash the like button for Mo Salah and his sick goal. And also smash the like button for Liverpool if you're a Liverpool fan. Hey, listen, people say we got a Liverpool agenda on this channel. We clearly, listen, look at it. You're gonna get like so many players in Team of the Week, and you shouldn't be crying. Right. Talking about owners, talking about managers, talking about who should go, who should leave, and that. One owner got the boot after so many years of being the pagan that we hate to see. You know what I'm saying? Mike Ashley is finally gone. The new reign of Newcastle is here. New reign of Newcastle is here. And in true Newcastle style, they go and lose on the first day.
Wouldn't have it any other way, guys. Wouldn't have it any other way.
But yeah, Newcastle not getting a takeover bounce, but Tottenham getting a Harry Kane bounce after the international break because he finally scores a goal. Newcastle 2, Tottenham 3. Kendall, first of all, how are you feeling about the takeover? You probably speak about this like so much over the past 2 weeks. But how are you feeling about the takeover? And then how are you feeling about the game? Because I think they're two separate issues.
Yeah, I mean the atmosphere today pre-game was absolutely insane. It was like probably the best I've seen St James's Park in. I've had a season ticket since 2006, so probably one of the best atmospheres I've ever seen at a game because we've just literally had Mike Ashley since 2007. The only time I can remember it being like that on maybe that level, just a little bit below, was when we won the championship because I think that was like we had Rafa and stuff, so we knew that we were all right then. But yeah. Pre-match was absolutely insane. Just felt amazing. I was like, everyone sitting around us in my seats. We've sat around each other for like 10 plus years, so we all know each other really well now. And we were all just crying. We were all just crying about everything. I went really smoggy there. I went really Middlesbrough accent when I said crying there, didn't I, KJ? Oh, that was awful. Crying, not crying. Crying. So yeah, that was nice. But then first 5 minutes, loved it. I was like, get up. We've actually, the chance have helped. And then literally from that point onwards, we did absolutely not one more things. From that point onwards, it was absolutely embarrassing from that moment onwards. I will admit the club have just tweeted an hour ago that the guy who collapsed at the game today, had a cardiac arrest, is stable in hospital and he's responsive, which is amazing. And shout out fully to all of the medical staff, the fans that performed CPR, Regulon and Eric Dyer, who actually noticed that it was a serious situation. Shout out them as well. And but the referee for handling it pretty well as well. So shout out to him. But yeah, we were absolutely atrocious today. My God. Honestly, if the manager doesn't change ASAP, I understand giving him his 1000th game and that's totally fine. But if he doesn't get sacked immediately this week, he's the only tangible thing we can change until January right now, because we can't change the team currently. So if we don't change that today, like the substitutions, what the hell, man? I'm looking at that, I'm like, what? You took Callum Wilson off, who was literally our only goal scorer on the whole squad, and went and replaced him with Jacob Murphy and Ryan Fraser. I just don't get it. John Joe Shelby did the most idiotic tackle I've ever seen in my life. Why would you go and do that red card tackle when we're already getting smashed? It wasn't going to change. It literally wasn't changing a thing. I don't know why he's done that. He came on. It's his first game back from being injured since the beginning of the season. And he's
you know what? Yeah, I love Newcastle. Like, I love Newcastle. I really do.
No,
I absolutely love it. You know what I'm saying?
We've got a connection to Newcastle because our most legendary player, James Coppinger, started off making one Premier League appearance for Newcastle before joining Exeter, and then became our legend for 17 years. So even James Coppinger posted about the takeover when that happened and praising the club and the fans, etc.
I'm laughing at everyone in the comments saying we're going to get relegated because you know what? You're laughing, but that is the most Newcastle United thing that will ever happen. We'd be the richest club in the world in the Championship. You don't understand, like, that is just Newcastle.
The richest owner in the Championship right now is like 11 to 15 billion, and you're like 320 billion. That's like 10, 15 times what QPR and Stoke are in that. And Barnes.
I hope when this show goes to like TV in a few years, right? That I'm sat on this show and I'm saying, we're saying who's in the top 4 race, and I'm sat here saying it's us.
Oh, mate.
One day.
In the top 4 race. I can't see it like the next 5 years.
A quick super chat here. Genuine question. Do United fans really naively think Glazers were going to sack Ole? Look at their ambition. They're happy with Ole. They're going to give him a new contract. But they already gave him a new contract. If they get
what did I say on this channel? What did I say on this channel? I think it was months ago now. Arsenal, what they did, they went from top of the league, then they went from top 4 ambitions, then they've gone to Europa League ambitions, and now they're not in Europe at all. What did I say about United if they keep going the same way under this guy's ownership? All they're happy for right now is top 4 money. As soon as they've got enough top 4 money over a considerable amount of time, it's only going to take 1 year for them to say, at least Europa League's our ambition. And then how long will it be now before we go out of Europe altogether for United fans?
We know about them pricks, bruv. Them flipping.
Can we just see the haters in the comments, by the way? Look at all you haters. You care about the last time.
Are you jealous that you can't
Sean, please explain to me what does this mean? Or is Newcastle is basically Scottish? Like, I know it's like really up there, like up north. Like, I get that. But is this a diss? Is this a good thing?
Is it
like
people like Scotland? Like Scotland distant from the UK, so Newcastle's distant from the Premier League?
Yeah,
I mean, the other 19 clubs tried to stop it, so good luck with that.
Listen, this is gonna this Newcastle takeover.
So many
is gonna
United,
be absolutely
Arsenal,
amazing.
Tottenham, Chelsea, City fans are jealous right now.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Because them man are actually the Saudi owners that of Newcastle were originally interested in Man United, but obviously it took too much money, and they're like, "I'll bond that. Let's go in for a different club who is a lot cheaper to get," which I understand. I don't blame them. I wish I was you guys right now. You know, like just the feeling, knowing that your ownership that you despised for years are now at your club. it must be better than seeing your child get
That's the main thing, right? That's all we were glad about. We were just glad to get rid of Mike Ashley. And everyone thinks like, oh, you know, you're supporting the Saudis and all that. It's not about that for literally 99% of fans. We're just really, really glad to see Mike Ashley go. And obviously there is going to be human rights issues.
I hate this moral standpoint. It's bullshit.
The thing is, right, there's not any need to be what about us. We just acknowledge it, that we've got a voice now as a club and as fans of a club who have been taken over by the Saudis. We've got a voice now to speak out about it so we can use it. But I just don't want people thinking that because we're happy that Mike Ashley's gone, that we are supporting like atrocities that go on, because that is not true.
Like I've said before many times, if you want to complain to anyone about the human rights, go complain to the UN and NATO, because that's their flipping job to sort that out. Not Newcastle's or the Premier League's.
You see Jurgen Klopp's comments about the whole takeover, saying it was the same as the Super League. What's it?
Yeah, it's just like there's so much nonsense. But we've spoken about this a lot.
You're a nice guy in that.
We've spoken about this a lot over the last how many weeks. But we do need to speak about this though, because Harry Kane's been ass since the start of the season, and he finally scored. Patrick, you said on the Friday night show that he's not finished at Spurs. That there's still more that he can give, that he can rejuvenate him. He's got his first goal. What you saying? How you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I mean, I know Kendall said earlier it's only Newcastle, but at the end of the day, you can only beat the team in front of you. And I was scared. I was worried about Newcastle, as I said on Friday, KJ, because you saw it for yourself. The first 4 or 5 minutes, they were on stuff, and I was genuinely worried. When Callum Wilson scored after 2 minutes, I was thinking, fuck, this is going to be a long day, and I was concerned. I thought we were going to get put to the sword, but luckily they couldn't continue that momentum, and then we grew into the game, and to be fair, we dominated it. The scoreline didn't really reflect the game, but I'm glad we got the win and all that. But Kane, yeah, he just looked like his normal self today. If you hadn't known what was going on in the summer and you tuned in for the first time and watched him, you would have just thought that's a typical Harry Kane performance. He wasn't amazing, but he just did the basics. He was running into the box. He was getting onto shots. He was, running at players when he had the ball, just doing the basic Harry Kane stuff. Obviously, he got the finish, which was smart. The way he curved his run and ran through. We haven't really seen him do that recently and stay on side, because when he was playing for England the other day, he was hella offside and every time England got the ball. So he looked a bit sharper today. And yeah, just doing the basics, and obviously got the assist for Son's goal as well. So he just looked like his regular self. It wasn't an amazing performance, but it was enough to get the job done. And he contributed to the team, which is something he hasn't been doing. So yeah, I'll take that, man. And if we can continue to get that kind of performance from him, then we'll be all right. I'm not saying obviously we're going to go into, I'm not saying Tottenham are going to finish top 4 or anything like that. But if we can get Kane playing like that, Son's been good all season.
Well, if Arsenal can get top 4 this season, so can you guys, isn't it? Man United saying who wants it to everyone else.
Yeah,
let's hope for everyone.
I had you guys in the top 4. Obviously, at the moment, I'm not too sure. I think there's a few spots up for grabs. I think Tottenham will finish 5th to 8th. That's realistic. They're finishing that cluster. Obviously, any team can go on a good run, so you never know. But I can't see Tottenham getting top 4. Obviously, I'll hope and dream that it happens. But if I'm being realistic, we're going to finish in that 5th to 8th bracket.
Anas here says, imagine Ole gets sacked before Bruce and then he gets hired by Newcastle. Is it possible? It actually is possible.
So
I don't think it would ever happen though, because I can guarantee you now
if that Newcastle Garden, they wouldn't be dumb enough to allow that in his contract. I'm sure he wouldn't be able to manage another team in the Prem for 12 months.
Listen, Patrick. Realistically, yes. But think about this year. If I was the owners of Man United, I would get rid of Ole and then try and get in a Premier League job and have it just have a little clause, the tiniest clause you ever seen in your life, and you can't read it. That whatever club you go to, you sabotage them for the cause of Man United. like Ole would do that. Ole would do that. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Ole get sacked. Don't send him to us.
Bro. Anyhow, I'm gonna be honest. If Ole gets sacked, I don't think we see him in England ever again, unless it's to visit the stadium.
I was going to say, don't even dare send him to Donny Rovers, because he'll screw us up and all.
But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with that. But guys, smash the like button for no new takeover bounce for Newcastle, but a takeover.
That takeover bounce does not come until the summer. Honestly, I need people to understand that. Like January will be fine. Like we're gonna look at that today and think that is actually atrocious. That's embarrassing. Let's sign 3 or 4 like decent quality
You
players.
damn well know, because I saw Amanda cheering for that Wilson goal hard. You know, they were bouncing.
You were buzzing. Oh, you know, it was so nice to see because you don't even see Mike Ashley at games like ever. Like, so it was actually just so nice. But yeah, January I think we'll sign 3 or 4 decent signings. What?
Surely they've got to come to their first game. If they didn't even turn up to that, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Their
face was like, we can't wait for this checkbook to come out.
That's all I would have been like to see the faces at the end because he would probably
laugh now. They're like laugh now.
The only thing I can say about it is that luckily it's just cemented how bad this club actually is at the moment and how much it just needs to
it's going to take time. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to sign Haaland and Conte and Mbappe next season. But it's going to take time, people.
That's some football manager
vibes. Once they survive this season, you're going to start seeing some major groundwork being laid down for Newcastle.
Be interested to see who the manager will be to either build the foundations or completely take this project by the ball by the horns.
Hopefully, Ole. I hope it's Ole. Anyway, moving on to the next game. Talking about next game. Next games, it's the Premier League roundup. So we're going to look at the rest of the games of the Premier League season. A Premier League weekend. First of all, we're going to start off with Brentford, the new boys, who's had a good start to this season, losing 1-0 to Chelsea though, and Mendy doing Mendy things. It's becoming a normal thing now that Mendy is doing this for Chelsea. A wonderful performance from him, just keeping them in the game. For Brentford, you got to say unlucky, unfortunate that you came against a goalkeeper on form because they made some serious chances. This has been asked quite a bit, the whole world-class Mendy thing. What we saying, Aaron? Like, is he world-class in your eyes?
You know what? This is an interesting one. I think it's better having a goalkeeper in world-class form than it is having a world-class named goalkeeper, because a world-class goalkeeper in form will give you consistency. A world-class named goalkeeper may have bad performances. So I think that Mendy, I wouldn't say he's a world-class named goalkeeper yet. I think he's a world-class form goalkeeper, and that's maybe better for what Chelsea needs. So I think, and the Brentford performance showed, especially against a team that put you under so much pressure for 45 minutes in that second half, Mendy was just up to the task each and every time. So
wait, do you see that you see that save from the bicycle kick, bro?
Oh, mate, that was filthy.
The fact that he hit that bicycle kick so clean, I was upset for him. Like I was genuinely gutted for him. I was like, that is you want that to be a goal. Like you just want that to be a goal.
That should be on the Google site, hidden from the public. It's so filthy. That shot and that save was so filthy.
Yeah, we got world class here. What else have we got? Mendy won Chelsea that game, which is fair enough to say. Mendy, the Senegal king. He's world class from Sir Mason Mount. I think that's some team bias there from his teammate. So it says Chelsea lucky. That's the truth. Mendy saved him. Well, to be fair, that means Mendy's doing his job.
Penalty shout, so you could say that.
Mendy was just doing his job. World class keepers are necessary to win tournaments. Joey says. To be fair, he was key in them winning the Champions League. To be fair, but yeah, lots of world class shouts for Mendy there. People are showing him so much love. But yeah, so Chelsea.
What I would say though, sorry, from a Brentford point of view, I would say this is only a blip for them. Like I've seen Brentford grow over the last 8 years, and they've just been a fantastic club to watch as a neutral. Seeing their squad get better and better every year. And it's quite ironic, to be fair, because I was saying to you guys before the show started today, 8 years ago, though, that one penalty that we beat Brentford by on the last day of the season 8 years ago to take us into the Championship. And now look how the times changed 8 years ago and look how they progressed. So it's like Brentford have just come a long way with those foundations under Dean Smith, and then Thomas Franks just took those foundations and took them up to times 10. So, fair play Brentford. Like I said, I only see this as a blip for them. They're going to come back bigger and better and stronger. And I see them related to the Sheffield United of their first season back, where they get a higher finish.
We've been getting a trend in the Premier League recently, which I don't like. There's at least one of the newly promoted sides will come in and do well above what you would expect them to do. So Brentford this year, Sheffield United in their first year, Wolves in their first year. Leeds,
the second season syndrome is the real watcher for Brentford.
Yeah, it's
Let's
a real
see what
test
they
for
do in
them.
their second season.
But for me, I said it on the Bet Victor show, and I'll say it again. This is not nothing to do with the fact that they are a bad team, like Brentford are a bad team, or newly promoted sides are bad teams. It's just a hierarchy of the Premier League. The big teams like Chelsea, like Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Spurs, whatever team it is, I don't care how good they are from coming back up into the Premier League, they need to be getting put in their place to remind them that why you play Premier League football is to get better, to get to our level. Nowadays, it's just, oh yeah, you can play ball against us. It doesn't matter. So
yeah, but I think they've got one of the best infrastructures in the Premier League, though.
And that is sick. I rate that.
No, that's what I mean. That's why when people say it's a blip, I find that hard to say, because if you look at their infrastructure and their scouting network, it actually matches some of the best in Europe in terms of how advanced they are in terms of their technical ability to scout players. That's why, like, Neil Maupay's gone, fine, go. Benrahma's gone, fine, go. That's why I don't think it's a blip. I think they're going to be a serious contender, not for the Premier League, but in the Premier League.
The Brentford model's a world-class model. Like they sell and they use the money to bring in more gems from a young age, and also the experienced ones as well to round up the team. And the young ones get better and better and better, and they sell them on for more money and use that money to bring in more gems. And I think Brentford lose like 20 million a year doing it, and they're quite happy to do that, and it's working for them. So, the Brentford model's always worked. Ever since they've been in League One and the Championship, it's always worked. It's always got better and better. And, you see the players that they got them from. Ollie Watkins from Exeter, is a prime example. Yeah, don't even test me on that. Ivan Toney, didn't really kick it off at Newcastle and came from Peter.
Kendall, how annoyed are you seeing Ivan Toney ball out, knowing you man had him just to do nothing?
I bet you'd be pissed.
The thing is, at the time, he wasn't good enough. So it was just like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy for him. And like the same with Adam Armstrong, like he obviously went on, and did really, really well in the Championship with Blackburn and came to Southampton. So there's nothing really you can do at that time. Rafa made, you could look and think, Rafa made some mistakes, but realistically at the time he wasn't good enough for just us at the time, or just he's honed his craft, and he's a lot better now, and he's a lot level-headed, and he's a lot more mature. So yeah, it's actually nice to see him do well.
He's doing really well.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
That Brentford model could be a world-class model, and I think that Brentford is arguably one of the best-run clubs in world football.
Potentially, yeah. We put to the test this season, that is for sure. Quickly, guys, it might be happening. Finally, Burnley might be getting flipping relegated. I'm begging. If Man United don't get Champions League, if we keep Ole for the rest of the season, if Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Varane all flop, the one thing I want to have at least, let me have Burnley getting relegated, please. I need it.
No, I like them in the Premier League.
Yes. No. Let's not have them in the Premier League. Let's not do that. Listen, again, this has got nothing to do with anything logical. I just don't like them. I just need them to go down, because this happens every year. They start off really bad, and then from Christmas onwards, they just pick up their form, and then they're boom for some reason just in between like 14th and 8th sometimes, and they're just like, why won't these guys ever just go away? You know what I mean? So hopefully this year is the year they get packed.
As Mark Goldbridge says, it's always bloody Burnley.
Yeah, 100%. Next up, the Brummy Boys versus Wolves. Letting a 2-0 lead go away to conceding to some of the dumbest goals that you will see. Like the set pieces were all of them set pieces. The winning goal was a deflected free kick. I don't know what Tyrone Mings was doing. Like, listen, Villa capitulated, absolutely capitulated. Wolves getting a nice derby comeback there, things that you love to see. But yeah, I think Wolves and Villa, I think that both of them will be fine. I think we'll see them in the Premier League again next season. I don't think there's any chance of them going down, to be fair.
AJ, this is a question for Kendall. Would you take Traore if he was available?
I'd take Traore if he's available. Forget Newcastle.
Oh, I would. I'd bring
it's not even that. I just think he's another St. Maximin, and we struggle with St. Maximin now to offer him the right environment. So,
I mean, yeah,
I wouldn't say no necessarily. It's just I don't think right now like he would be what we need. It's just like again, like we're not offering St. Maximin the right environment to flourish. Like you see his skill and you see it's there, but there's just no like he's not coached enough to be quality in the final third, and I think Traore's got a similar like lacking in the final third and finishing in that element. So yeah, I don't think it's the right environment for him, but I wouldn't necessarily say
I think Ismail Assar. He is basically Traore with
also ASM is better than Traore anyway.
Yeah, 100%. ASM is dirty.
But that doesn't mean that if we didn't have a spare 30 million in our pocket or something like that, there's no way I wouldn't be not picking up a Darwin Traore myself and dropping him off at Keepmo in a taxi.
Wait. You say we? As in Doncaster? Bro, you need that 30 million. You need that 30 million just to pay your players, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need it to fix the toilets and build an actual stand. Like, that's what you need 30 million for. Not a Darwin Traore, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
the stadium's actually not that bad. When I went in the summer, I was actually quite surprised for League One stadium. I thought it was that.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I've got. Aaron knows this now. I've got personal reasons why I actually can't speak bad about Doncaster anymore. Like, I actually can't. Hold tight, my guy. Like, if he ever watches this, he knows who it is. I'm not bagging on your club. I hope you guys stay up. I really do.
I know you're talking about. Big up him if he's watching the show.
Yeah. He probably ain't. He's probably sleeping after today's.
After Saturday.
There's a lot of people in the comments that ain't rating Maximum. I'm surprised.
Wait, what?
No.
What?
Yeah.
ASM overrated.
No, ASM is skillful as anything.
Prime said that he doesn't rate ASM as well.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure. Like, listen, Prime would pick a player who eats flipping rocks for breakfast over a guy with flair, fam. Like, that's just him. He likes his very salted.
Ismail Assar on that level is better than all of them.
Yeah,
he's not better than Maximum. He's not better than Maximum.
Ismail Assar, Traore, and ASM. Which ones are better?
I'm taking Sami. He's got end product.
I'll take ASM.
I think Sar's a pretty decent bargain for any big club, in my opinion.
But he's not going to be a bargain.
By the way, big up to that guy in the comment section who said that Doncaster are a sleeping giant. Big up yourself.
All right, Jesse with Super Chat said, "Who needs toilets when you have a Tama child?"
The opposition defense.
That's true. To the Rovers, you hear it. Traore to the Rovers, you heard it here first. Jesse, that is true. When you have like a walking baby oil advertisement, like why would you need? And
where's the defenders on the opposition team going when they shit themselves and that guy's running at you?
Exactly. Oh, listen, if you guys had Adama, I guarantee you, in League One, he would actually carry you guys
all the
way to 100% championship. 100%. Oi, I want that to happen one day. I want one day, like, for whatever reason, there's a Premier League player who's like flipping sick, who's a good level, go to a League One team and literally see if they can carry them. Like, can you be League One Messi? That's what I want to know. We need
if any strikers in the Premier League out there need a club, we're open. We're open in January.
Wait, when Jamie Vardy is ready to go down a level, hit him up.
Make it 2 or 3 levels just in case we don't go down this year.
Oh yeah, you guys need to survive like Newcastle. You and Newcastle in a very similar position right now.
Honestly, Newcastle under Mike Ashley were just yo-yoing between the Premier League and the Championship. We are the
Guys, we only got relegated twice. Chill out.
Yeah, we are the Newcastle of League 1 and 2. We yo-yo at the minute between League 1
and to be
2
fair,
2 years.
Doncaster in a similar position, Newcastle in a similar position. I think it's just a sign of the universe about two.
If we just both stay up, we'll have a joint relegation escape party.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
We'll go
Right, and then you had
we'll celebrate in Newcastle.
We had West Ham. We had West Ham beating Everton 1-0. Southampton beating Leeds 1-0. With that Broja kid getting his first goal. Like
we were rumored to link with him last season at some point in the summer. We were linked with a loan move from when he was at Chelsea. So decent kid.
Saar versus ASM versus Rafinha, good comparison. I don't think it is because Rafinha's is better than
he's better than
I think Rafinha's better.
And I think it's Miles. I think Saar's underrated anyway. So
there is that. And then also we had a XG and Hove Albion 0. And then see, I don't know what to call Norwich because again, them and Fulham and West Brom are those weird teams that are too good for the champ but not good enough for the Prem.
Yeah.
Like actually, you know what? Yeah, Super League Norwich fam, because that's the real Super League people. You know what I mean? That little table there. That is what they.
Prime,
are you mad?
Yeah, he's just a hater, fam. Honestly,
is Prime just a fan of Hudson-Odoi? Is that it?
Yeah, basically.
No. You don't even like Cho. You don't even like Cho. You don't even like Cho.
He's just anti-football. He's like David. He's just
He also said that he would rather have Harry Kane over Lewandowski, like at the end of last season as well. So,
but that's understandable. That's understandable.
That is not understandable. That is not understandable.
I've been called deluded so many times. Even I'm not that deluded. Lewandowski over Kane.
It depends. It depends on the context. Lewandowski's what 32, 33. Kane's 28.
Yeah. No, I get like literally that one. You can argue. You can kind of like argue that. This though, I'm telling you right now, man just don't like wingers, bro. He just don't like wingers. Like he just clearly wants to play with two strikers.
Prime just literally likes Bruce Ball. That's what it is. He's just an advocate.
Oh, by the way, I don't dislike Harry Kane.
How? Prime, please explain how.
Yeah.
Where's the logic in Kane being clear of Lewandowski? One man is scoring the same amount of goals but winning things, and the other is just not doing anything.
By the way, I don't dislike Harry Kane. I just think Donny winning more trophies than Harry Kane's done in his entire career is a bit telling.
Yeah, but come on. One plays for Bayern Munich, one plays for Spurs. You can't really compare them in that respect, can you?
Yeah, but even at Dortmund, he did it.
Yeah, but again, Dortmund.
But even
David said, "I do."
No, you don't. There's a palette, and then above that you like it. Everything below it you don't. You don't have an expanded palette.
Here's another thing, like Prime. That when you look at David's opinions, he loves Burnley. So this is where you have to say, right, okay, let's move on.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna let you in. I'm gonna let you guys in into a conversation me and Prime had last night. Don't worry, Prime. I'm not telling you all. I'm not telling all the secrets. Listen, he asked me why I don't like Burnley, and I told him I just don't like the badge. I don't like the kit. I don't like the stadium. They're a group of players that I don't like their style of players that they've got. The only one I like is really McNeil. I actually like Sean Dyche, to be fair. It's not even going to do with Sean Dyche. I just don't like Burnley Football Club. And he was just like, that's not a reason to dislike them. I was like, what? Like, you asked for reasons why I don't, and there they are, bro. Why are you telling me? So basically, he was trying to get me to like Burnley, bro. Like, I'm not.
We've beaten Burnley in the past.
He says, I love wingers. Doesn't mean I have to rate wingers like ASM, Saar, and Rafinha. But why don't you like them, though? Like,
it makes no sense. Why the negative?
Who is your favourite winger, Prime? Who is your favourite winger?
Pulisic.
Probably Cornet at this point.
Cornet.
I can't think of anything else right now.
I thought it was Cornet. I thought it was always pronounced.
All I'm saying about Cornet is go watch Get Out. Just go watch Get Out, and that is Cornet. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Someone flashed something in his eyes.
By the way, fun fact: we've beaten Burnley before. It was a decade ago, and they were playing the likes of Lee Grant and Charlie Austin and Jack Corker. We beat them 1-0. So, fun fact.
I think we might have possibly beat. I think everyone on this panel has probably beaten Burnley at some point.
I
have
actually
we?
can't believe that I'm on this panel and I've beaten Burnley. I'm actually quite happy about that. And that was Sean. I think that Sean Dyche was the manager at that point and all.
I would love to see Sean Dyche somewhere that isn't Burnley. I would actually.
I think he was manager in 2011. I have to double check.
I'm waiting for Prime's answer. While we're waiting for Prime's answer, it is time for Team of the Week. So people, smash the like button, share this out to all the Charlottes not catching the vibes, and remember to subscribe to the Football Terrace. It's Team of the Week vibes.
Oh, by the way, I did have a
Prime
look.
said Leroy Sané is his favorite.
As someone that's not doing well right now.
Yeah. By the way,
that's fair enough. I like Leroy Sané. Well, but why those three?
The manager of Burnley at that time was Eddie Howe.
Prime, why those three players? Why don't you like them? What's it about them that you're not a fan of? I would like to know. Someone also said Rafinha is overrated. I don't.
I've got it. Prime likes injured players or players who get injured a lot. Because he likes Kane, he likes Sane. I wonder who else he likes.
Italian wonder. Right. Listen, it's time for Team of the Week. And Team of the Week
on this is Mendy. There's no questions to be asked on this.
It is Mendy. In goalkeeper Team of the Week is definitely Mendy. I'm not saying otherwise. That is a.
Oh, by the way, KJ, I did double check it. The Burnley manager when we beat them was Eddie Howe, so I'm actually even more.
Wait, Eddie Howe managed Burnley. What the?
Yeah.
He was the first spell at Bournemouth. Then he went to Burnley when Bournemouth was struggling, and then went back to Bournemouth, and that's when we went to Premier League.
Oh, that's interesting. The more you know. Right back. Who we going with?
It has to be Trent.
Trent?
Yeah, Trent.
Yeah, Trent played well, yeah.
Yeah, Trent.
Get in there. Trent get in there. In the centre-back positions, for me, one of them has to be Ogbonna, a clean sheet, and also getting the winning goal for them.
Didn't Sisley scored the first goal for Wolves?
He conceded 2 goals.
But he also initiated the comeback.
Who?
Roman Sice.
Oh.
Is no Chelsea player getting a shout here? I heard Chalobah had a good game.
No. Actually, Chalobah, yeah, but I think their defense just bottled it. Really, it was if it wasn't for Mendy, they wouldn't win.
I've got to give that other centre back position.
I say Chalobah. That's the only one I'd give it to.
People saying Harry Maguire, you know, he trolls.
What about
that is not happening?
I've got to give it to either Soyuncu or Coda.
I'd say Soyuncu.
Soyuncu, you could possibly, but again, does
but again, conceded 2 goals as well, didn't he? So
no.
Southampton got a clean sheet against a Leeds side, and Southampton. You know what? Yeah, what's his name? Salisu. Is it Salisu from?
Oh, he put in some great blocks.
Salisu. Yeah, that guy is actually. I actually like him. I think he's sick.
I'd go with Salisu. I think I watched back over the Leeds game, and I think he was really good. He put in some great defense. That block in the second half was especially great. So I think Salisu.
Oh yeah, and he done one on Jack Harrison, I believe, as well.
Oh yeah, Jack Harrison made a really creative run, and then he blocked the shot straight out and out like a brick wall. So got to give
Liverpool fans. The reason why we're not going Matip is because we want to get bare players in here anyway.
Yeah, it's Watford anyway.
Chalobah as well. He saved that one off the line, didn't he?
Yeah, so it's between Salisu and Chalobah for me.
Yeah, but they stunk the bed though. They weren't winning their headers. They weren't doing anything in the last 30 minutes. Well, I'm genuinely being serious. Like, if it wasn't for Mendy, they wouldn't win. But their defenders were letting him down.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So we'll get Salisu. Salisu can get in there because it's and then left back Chilwell winning goal.
That finish was cold.
Yeah, that was
cold.
Chilwell in there, boom. Chile
ice in his veins.
Wow, he's only 82 rated. I'm surprised at that. That's quite low.
Yeah, too lower than Luke Shaw. Just
but he didn't play last season, though, innit? He didn't play last season.
Yeah, so. I think he got upgraded by 1 anyway. Right,
Tillemans got to go in. Tillemans got to go.
Midfield position. Yuri Tillemans gonna get in there.
That goal was nasty, bro.
He had a very good game against Manchester United. Also in the midfield position, who are we gonna go with?
Ndombele.
And Dembele,
Oh,
yeah, he was really good today.
Yeah, he was sick.
As much as
today.
he's a little
Yeah,
cheater, but he was good.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
I like
I
Bernardo's
swear to God,
performance.
no, seriously though, on a non-biased thing, if anyone watched that game, why do your players roll around on the floor for 5 minutes and then just get
Yeah,
up?
no, you know what?
I actually could have, honestly, I thought my dad was going to go and break Emerson Royale.
Yeah,
Honestly, I thought my dad was actually going to physically bound down the, because he was like right in front of us. And my dad was like actually foaming at the mouth. He was like, all right, I was
Yeah,
thought he was
Oh,
going to
wait.
the
For
South
me, it's
Americans.
between a few. This one here, Bernardo Silva had a really good game, but then like Ruben Loftus-Cheek had a good game.
I'm all for putting Silver in there just for sinking flipping Burnley, bro. Like that is worth team of the week. Never's getting a shout as well.
He's
Neves. Yeah, but other than the free kick, what did he do?
I'd probably put Silver in if it was me. I'd put Silver.
Yeah,
in.
Bernardo
I like
Silva's
the Sun.
balling out, man.
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah, I'll go for Silver.
De Bruyne, he
And-
scored.
and-
Oh yeah,
That's
what about
the,
De Bruyne? That's a good shout. That's a good shout. As
Yeah,
well.
but see, De Bruyne gets sometimes. I love Kevin De Bruyne; he's a quality player. But sometimes, again, De Bruyne gets in teams because he's called De Bruyne. Like he's won. Did he win? He won PFA Player of the Year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like Diaz won Premier League Player of the Year, and then De Bruyne won PFA, or is it other way around? Either way, he won. He won an award last season for the best player in the Premier League when he didn't need to win it, basically. So, no. But Mo Salah is going in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Firmino, and I think Podden should get a
Firmino's going
shout.
in.
Yeah,
I've got
Salah
such a
and
bone
Firmino.
to pick.
I
with
think
the people
Podden-
that criticised
Podden-
Salah when he started at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Such a bone to pick because he never deserved that disrespect, in my opinion.
I'd say Podden's over Mane personally.
Hmm.
I don't know though, but like it's up to you. But I think Podden's.
I see where you're coming from because Podence was just another level brilliant. Mane again, another level brilliant.
But I
It's
think
a tough
if
one.
it wasn't for Podden, they wouldn't win that game. Like he was so influential
If
in that.
Leeds
Yeah,
didn't
there's
lose
quite
or
a
draw,
few- there's
I would
quite a
probably
few
go with Jack
Poddens.
Harrison with the skills he was doing, but
Yeah, but they're lost, bro. So they can't.
yeah, no, that's the problem.
That can't run. Mane getting a lot of love. So does Podence. Podence is getting a lot of
Son
love as
was
well.
good today as well. I don't think Son deserves to be in there, but he was good.
Yeah,
had-
Son ain't
Yeah, but then
getting
you put Kane in because he got the goal and the assist.
Nah, I wouldn't put Kane in there. I think Son had a better game, but I know what you
I'm
mean.
going to go for
Kane had the
Daniel
best stats.
Podence.
Yeah, you got to put Podence in.
Well, what are you saying, Kendall? Who you going for?
I didn't watch the Wolves game, so I don't know how good he was. So I wouldn't necessarily say him, but if everyone else is saying him, you can put him in because the chat's saying that. But the chat's also saying Mane and Vardy.
But
Vardy on the wing.
the chat also say CR7. So you know what I'm saying? That man love the troll. But yeah,
Mane got 100 goals, didn't he? He's 100
Mane
goals.
did get 100 goals without pens, which is ridiculous for him. But you know what? Yeah, like it's team of the week, and we're not here to do just big team bias and that. Podence deserves to go in because it's a derby. He helped them get to their end goal, which is making a comeback, and it happened. And the manager of the week, who we going with?
Jurgen Klopp.
It's got to be the Wolves manager, isn't it?
No, not Klopp. I thought.
Yeah, but
Brandon
5-0,
Rodgers.
like, all right, 5-0 is impressive. Don't get me wrong, but you're gonna beat them anyway, or pepper them anyway. That's my problem. Like, I didn't expect this not to happen. If that makes sense, but I didn't expect like Wolves like to turn it on and go, "Fucking hell, it's 3-2." Like, I didn't expect that.
No.
That's why I'd say it.
I'd have given it to Brendan Rodgers because I think that you see the weakness in the Man U team and you break them down, you make them look awful, especially with the players they've got. That's definitely something worth noting.
Oh yeah, Brendan Rodgers. I think it's got. 'cause
Rodgers
the thing
getting
is,
some
the
love in
reason I
there.
think manager is got to be unexpected.
They weren't getting beat though. Leicester weren't getting beat at any point. Like it was 1-1,
they weren't.
wasn't it?
No, we were 1-0 up.
Did you go 2-1 up?
No.
Yeah, he did. No.
Yeah.
It was 2-2, wasn't it, when Rashford scored?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was 2-2 when Rashford scored.
2-1.
So it was 1-0 United, 1-1 Leicester, 2-1 Leicester, 2-2 United,
And then
3-2,
2-2, and then
4-2.
Right.
But the only reason I say is because that's a turnaround that in a derby as well to do.
Second
Yeah.
half. Wait, second. Was it all in the second half as well? I think it was second half comeback too.
I think it was all 3 goals came in the second half.
So I'm gonna go down. Kendall, who you voting
Yeah, you give it to Bruno Lage or however you say it.
for? Souls.
Yeah, Bruno Lage for me.
Patrick.
Yeah, same.
Nice. And then Aaron.
Thinking about it, yeah, Bruno Lage.
Bruno. The wrong Bruno, bro.
It's either Lage, or Laje. I think the G silent. Laje.
Oh, Aaron with the Portuguese.
Okay, I remember these Portuguese flexing on us tonight, Aaron.
Yeah, bare flexing. Man's talking about sub counts, his different languages, getting invited to do things in press releases and that. Bloody hell.
think I'm trying to.
All right,
I'm trying to
here
behave like
is
a
your
guy.
team of the week. So you got Mendy in goal, you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, you've got Ogbonna, Balasu, and Chilwell at the back. In the midfield, you've got Bernardo Silva, Ndombele, and Yori Tillemans in the midfield. And then up front, you've got Mo Salah,
Sorry,
Bobby
I
Firmino.
was looking at a YouTube video to see how to pronounce Bruno Lage.
And then Daniel Podence with Bruno. I'm just gonna call him Bruno Large because he's a large man. I don't know if he's or not. But man like Bruno, the manager, getting the manager of the week. Out of these players, who gets player of the week, baller of the week?
Firmino. I did not
Salah.
expect that. I didn't expect it. That's why.
Salah.
Oh, Salah, yeah.
Too, man.
No, but think about it, only 23 people triple captain this guy. Fraud,
You know
yeah.
what?
He's cheated.
That's cheating. How? I just
How?
how?
Innit? How? I
How
don't
would
know.
you think to triple captain Bobby Firmino? Like,
I know,
I
that is
just
so
don't even
random.
get it.
That is so
Wait,
random.
listen, these FPL nerds, yeah, some of them, I respect them because why would
Yeah,
you
and
do that?
I want some form of compensation from Cristiano Ronaldo and Lukaku because I'm actually super tired.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting rid of those two
Doing me
real
like-
quick, man.
No,
They
no,
saw
I
they're
have
frauds.
Lukaku
They're
in.
I've got
frauds.
2 free transfers. I think I might just get rid of them both.
No,
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
give the captaincy in the bowl of the week to someone else. I'm gonna give it to Mendy. I think he was excellent.
But that's a good
That's a
shout, you
decent
know,
shout.
because
That's a
he
decent
won
shout.
them that game. Yeah, that is a good shout.
Mendy
So
won that
who-
game, and I think
so
it's
you
not
got
all about
Mendy,
the
Patrick,
attackers,
who
the
you going
defenders
with?
do the job.
It's a tough one. I'm gonna stick with Salah just because I love what
Salah's
he's doing.
getting one. So was you saying Bobby Firmino, yeah?
Yeah, the reason is, I always give it to the people I didn't expect it. I'm not saying I expect that performance from him, but it's expected.
I hear that.
And then Kendall.
Yeah, that makes sense. And he did get a hat trick. We normally do give it to the ball of the week who got a
Yeah.
hat trick, don't we? So yeah, it can be
That's
Firmino.
fair enough. Man, like for me, hat trick goals Firmino, fam. You know what I mean? Like there it is. Ball of the week goes to Firmino. And then one last thing to get over and done with. Who gets Charlotte of the week? Let me rephrase this. Who from Manchester United gets Charlotte of the week?
Harry
Do you know what? It's
Maguire.
got to be
Not
Ole
even
and Maguire.
necessarily.
Ole Maguire.
Maguire for that defending.
I
Ole
wouldn't
and
even
Maguire.
necessarily give it to Harry Maguire. But I mean, if it's going to be something from Man United, it could be Harry Maguire. But John Joe Shelby's challenge was very most
yeah,
challenging
that
I've ever
was
seen in my life.
He was
Nah,
already on the
you know what,
yellow,
yeah,
and
but new
that was-
takeover gas. He's just fresh
Oh,
from
new
injury.
takeover
you know what I mean?
gas.
See, I've got
It's eggy gas at the moment.
Yeah,
I've
but
got someone
Maguire
particular
legit
in
just
mind.
stood there and goes, "Have a go."
Yeah, that was
I've
awful.
got
That's
someone
shocking,
particular in
man.
mind for this one.
Yeah, it can be Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
That video of him.
All right, I want to ask one question before I actually confirm that. Is Maguire still injured or is he back?
No, I don't think. He's not injured.
I
But I
don't
don't
think
think
he's
he's match
100%.
sharp. He's not 100%.
Because
not
he
match sharp.
looked off it. Like he was just there. Like, yeah,
He
you
was
want to
very
go?
off.
Have
I
it.
probably would rather play a non-100% Harry Maguire than Phil Jones.
Let's
But
not.
Yeah,
get
but
into
he had
this
no Varane.
conversation.
If he had Varane, he probably would have changed things. But he didn't have either.
Let's
What
not-
about
let's not
Bailly?
get-
Where's Bailly? Is Bailly injured still, or
Let's not get into this conversation. Let's just leave it alone.
I've got something
But
to
deservedly,
Charlotte of the week.
Charlotte of the week has to go to Harry Maguire for that. Poor,
I'd say
poor-
Ole, man. Like you needed to control the midfield, and you decide to bring McTominay on when you've got
Yeah, but
one of
Ollie,
the best midfielders in controlling midfield.
right now, Ollie will probably get it most weeks, bro. You know what I mean? Give man a break. He's about to lose
I've
his
got
job.
someone else to give
in a
it
few
to.
months.
Or
No,
he'll lose
please.
it in 2 months, innit? So
I've got someone non-Man United, and it's something completely left field. I'm going to give Charlton of the Week to Watford Football Club because once again they've sacked a manager that was progressing that squad, Xisco Munoz, bringing in Claudio Ranieri to yet again, in my opinion, ruin his legacy. And once again, it's
But that's
that
just
whole
Watford.
sack manager
That's
in
not
a
just
short
you.
space of
What?
time.
That's the
That
thing.
is
That is
Watford.
Watford. They've been doing this, ain't
No,
they?
no,
Yeah,
but
there's
honestly,
nothing like-
But I've seen from the previous season in the Championship what they can do under Xisco Munoz in the Premier League and the kind of players they can be working with. And you see Sarr balling it out. You see the players that they've got in that squad. In my opinion, Watford will be much higher up if they kept Xisco Munoz.
Were you shocked when they sacked him? I wasn't. I was like, oh yeah, Watford doing Watford things.
No. I wasn't surprised that Watford sacked him, but I think that Xisco Munoz should have been given more time because I think he could have really built something with Watford with the football he was playing that I watched last season that I was begin to see at some games before he was sacked. So I would probably give it to Watford for doing what they always do, and that's sacking another manager at the wrong
Right.
time.
So with that suggestion in mind, Harry Maguire is still the Charlotte of the week.
Yeah.
Hold tight, Watford, though. Aaron's got an agenda against you, as you love to see. Right, guys, we come to the end of the episode. We love to see it. We're going to go quick. Patrick, socials.
Yeah,
Where can we find you?
Patrick Tyrone, as per the tag down there, and then Views TV official. That's where you'll catch me every week. We've had Kendall on, we've had KG on. We need to get Guna on, and obviously we're going to get Aaron on as well at some point. So yeah, Views TV official, and my tagline is Patrick Tyrone.
All right, come on now.
But you got to do the P to the T. That
That's the intro, not the outro.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yo, man, like Donny James, Aaron, where can we find you, bro?
So you can find me on Twitter down there at Aaron_Challoner. I'd love to get to 1,000 followers as soon as possible. At Aaron Challoner official on Instagram, TikTok at Aaron Challoner. I've done like a little 3 Little Birds cover on there, so it'd be nice to get some support on that song. It'd be really nice. Snapchat Coach_Chal19. And then on YouTube, we've got Forever Football DRFC, the Doncaster Rovers channel. We've got the preview coming tomorrow for Tuesday's match against Gillingham. And then on Friday, we'll have the preview from the Cheltenham match on Saturday. And also Coaster Chow, Doncaster-born but built for theme parks, on the road to 3,000 subscribers, which would be unbelievable to hit by the end of this year. It'd be brilliant. So big up, everyone. It's great to have been a part of the debut panel appearance on the show today. And yeah, the football terrace changed my life, so it's nice to be back where it all started. So.
Wow, Jesus,
Aaron,
how the fuck do you
I've really
remember all
enjoyed
of
it.
that?
I've really enjoyed
Aaron,
it. It's been
you have the record for the longest
I know,
outro
Jesus.
of anyone.
How
But
the hell
with
do you
that
remember all of
ending
that?
message, that was beautiful, man. You're
I loved
that was
it.
beautiful.
Loved every second of
Right,
tonight.
also, for the people, O'Neill's like, what's your socials? Yeah, just follow his tag there. Just follow it there. Just follow that. And
Yeah,
then
just make a
find
tweet,
Aaron.
mate, just with your tag stuff.
Yeah,
that's
just
a
do
lot,
that. But
man.
yeah, big up Aaron. You know where to find Gunnar Souls, you know what I mean, on the Twitter sphere at Gunnar Souls doing his thing. And Kendall, where can we find you? Besides Twitter and BBC and BT
And Sky Sports.
and Sky
And the
Sports.
Heatmode Stadium.
Yeah, without Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, Ferdinand, like bar the celebrities and all of that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty sure you're
You know
talking
what
about
you
Manga
do?
as
You
well.
make
isn't it?
us cringe and you do that. I just can't do it.
Kendall, I need to ask you how you get invited to those things so I can tag along to all those events.
I don't know how I get invited. I just get invited. I don't know.
you shouldn't have friend zoned her, innit? You friend zoned her too quick, fam.
Ah, Pete.
Oh, now
You
we're
could have been
relevant.
the plus
Again,
one,
I get
now
invited
what?
to more. Now we're relevant. No, but Kendall Rowan just on everything. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Obviously, you find me here on Midnight Vibes and just generally over the terrace. Cause I had took a little bit of a 6-week break. Can't believe it's been that long. But yeah, I did take a little bit of a break, but I am back now. So yeah, sorry for everyone that was glad to see me away. I am back, unfortunately for you. So here we are.
Wait.
And I have been your host. I have been your captain. I have been your pastor, and I've been your leader of the resistance, which is still going strong. Bun the Glazers. But yeah, find me at KJX Milligan. You find me there trying to vibe out to anything but Man United right now because these men are not not doing me any kind of justice whatsoever. Life is so much better when you don't have Man United ruining it. You know what I'm saying? But until the next time, guys, people, enjoy your nights, enjoy your week. We'll see you next Sunday. And also remember, Ollie, it's time to go.